Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Cast. Welcome back to another episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This time we're on episode 60. Yeah, we're finally past the 50s. The Promise Day has been going on for a good 10 episodes now, and things have definitely not slowed down at all. In the last episode, we had a lot happen. As always, both Bradley and Salim showed up to the fight. Bradley is now going to be fighting Scar one-on-one. Roy got forcibly transmuted by Pride, so now they are all... When I say they, I mean Roy, Ed, Al, all of them are in front of Father, which is not a good thing at all. A lot happened. A lot happened last episode. It was no exaggeration to say it was pretty much a non-stop important scene one after another. We also had Alphonse actually have a bit of a reunion with his own body, which he had to make the very, very difficult decision to turn away from his body and go back out of the portal with his suit of armor body. And that was a very dramatic moment, a very hard decision for Al to make, I'm sure. But he came out the other side because he needs a body he can actually fight with, and obviously with his old body being so emaciated and malnourished, it definitely wouldn't be the case. But I think Al is going to be able to go back and get it. Hopefully. I really don't see the series ending with Al not getting his body back. I really hope not, at least. But yeah, now we're in a position that I just really don't know what's about to happen next. I mean, the eclipse is probably almost complete, or at least we're probably at the stage where Father is going to want to begin the whole transmutation of the entire country. I don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like it has to happen, but at the same time, if it does happen, doesn't that seem kind of irreversible? I know Hohenheim had the whole thing about the counter anti-transmutation circle or whatever. There's that whole sort of subplot going on with that, and we haven't heard too much of that. But Hohenheim seems to have a bit of a plan. He's currently absorbed by Father, so I'm assuming the plan is still on the table, but, you know, not being outside of Father's own body might throw in a bit of complication, so I really don't know, but I am very, very excited to find out. If you would like to check out my reactions to the next episodes right now, they're over on my Patreon. Episode 61 is available on the Soul tier, and episodes past that, up until the series completion, is on the Ascended tier. I also have some Patreon exclusive videos going up. I have a couple post-series videos planned, but one of them will be a Patreon exclusive, so be sure to go over there and check that out. I don't know when that's going to go up, but whatever. It'll be up on Patreon pretty soon, I'd imagine. Those reactions, of course, are also extended length, meaning that you get more reaction and more discussion to go along with each and every episode. Also, I'm doing Haikyuu, and I'm going to be starting a new reaction series not too long after this series is done, so be sure to keep a look on that. Patreon will also be helping me decide that as well. Of course, you can also go follow me on all my socials, such as my Twitter, my Instagram, my Twitch. All those links are in the description. Please take a second to go check them out. Give me a follow. We don't have too many episodes left for me to ask for this, so I'd appreciate it if you did that. All right, let's check out episode 60. I just realized that is showing all the human sacrifice candidates through Father's eye. I didn't catch on to that before. This is such a dope intro. I can't get over it. Wait. Roy's eyes were all like foggy there. I guess, is that trying to say, is he blind in the opening too? That's crazy. I would have never picked up on that beforehand. Well, I can't believe I just caught that. The radio station is surrounded.
What's wrong? They said they want to negotiate.
Yeah, no, probably not.
He's unarmed. He's coming now.
Oh, it's Denny.
Move and we will shoot.
Yeah, he's actually somebody. I didn't trust this at first, but
go on and let him through.
Yeah.
For a fact that we can trust him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He just wants to know what's going on. He hasn't seen Maria Ross in person since really since she died.
Do you think that there's any way I could see my husband?
You can't see him. It's too dangerous out there.
Yeah, he's kind of busy right now anyway.
Sorry. We're still not sure who we can trust in the military. We just can't risk it. I know it's tough, but please be patient.
Yes.
This poor woman.
Didn't think about that.
It'll be okay. You'll get to see him, I hope. Episode 60, Eye of Heaven, Gateway of Earth. What a title.
Escaping is futile.
Yeah. By the looks of it, your stomach's pretty full. You can definitely see the gluttony.
What is that stuff? The spotted guy that we're after. Is he beneath those things?
The cursed McDonald's ball pit.
I'll handle this one, Alphonse.
Really,
No,
May?
He's too powerful.
It's fine. He can't control my alchemy.
Even if he binds our alchemy.
Yeah,
you should
but
fight him on your own. We can help.
Scar nearly got one
Yeah,
shot.
Right. Just keep the smaller homunculus out of my way.
I mean, I respect the confidence, but I don't know, May.
Makes it sound like he's the easy one to fight.
Yeah, right. But, right, he is weak. He's had a long day, especially fighting Al once before. Also, he can't kill them. He's not looking too good. I mean, he's definitely beatable, I think.
He ran.
For now.
Enough talk. Now give me your stone.
I don't know, May. I mean, I think you're expendable. That's what's scary about this. You're the one here that he's gonna be able to kill.
I did not request your presence and have no need for it. Now leave.
Yeah. She seems to have a plan, though. I mean,
No, young lady. He's not actually trapped.
right? He's made out of like shadow or something. Uh-oh. And I mean, I respect the effort, May. Can't say I didn't see that coming, though.
Is this the right place? It sure is. No doubt about it.
They've got to be setting up, right, the anti-circle.
Good.
Hopefully they can
Now we
do it
just
in
wait.
time.
All right, Scar. It's up to you.
Okay, well, they seem to have it set up. Does it rely on Scar starting something or doing something?
Rank, personal history and birth, race, sex, the name given to you. It's all meaningless. This is the only thing that's real. To fight on behalf of my own life and nothing else.
What a badass. Although, that kind of reminds me of Kimberly.
So complete.
The way he's talking, it reminds me of Kimberly's speech a little bit.
Guess you could say I finally arrived.
All right, Bradley. Let's see it, man. This is kind of... I think he's enjoying this, though. It's gonna be a hard fight against swords.
Don't tell me that's all you got.
Oh.
Because that's nowhere near.
I love it when Bradley
The only
shows
chance
more
you
than
have
just
is
like
to
his cold
destroy.
badassery.
Fight, nameless human.
I love the emotion. I can't believe we're here. I've always wanted this fight. I think Scar's gonna win, but... Bradley's really injured. Oh! He grabbed the blade? Jesus, man. The voice acting! Construction. He used actual alchemy.
You look surprised. I'd even
Yeah.
say shocked.
I am.
To be honest, I'm still a little surprised myself.
That's some development if I've ever seen it.
But when I considered the enormity of what was at stake and what I
I'm
could
s-
do, I relented and accepted my only choice.
Oh my god.
Brother's circle of reconstruction. I've accepted both halves of alchemy.
You miserable.
Okay.
Give you that much.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Wait, that is so great though. Scar has finally stopped being a man that is only capable of destruction and is now capable of creation, of construction. Wow. Fantastic. Real honestly, did not see that coming even in the slightest, but if you really think about it, it makes so much sense, especially considering what Al said to Scar way back. Early 20 episodes, something like that, something around there. Al said to Scar something along the lines of like, if I were to reject alchemy, then it would mean rejecting my brother and what my brother did for me. My brother gave up my arm, just like Scar's brother gave up his arm to save his life. Scar has sort of finally accepted alchemy for what it actually is. He's accepted everything, it seems. I sort of remember talking about this back then, that the real difference between someone like Scar and Al, who in some twisted way had very similar experiences with their brothers giving up their arms and them giving up part of themselves, the real difference between them was that Al and Scar directed their anger and their emotion and their drive in completely different directions. Scar swore upon revenge, where Al swore upon a more positive goal, and now it's sort of realigned itself. Scar is on the right path once again, and that's so cool, man. Like, I talked about a couple episodes ago about Scar's words to Roy whenever Roy was dealing with the whole envy situation, how in those words to Roy we could have really seen Scar's full development, hit the results of his journey almost like. But this really just put on the bow tie to the whole thing. Scar, his complete acceptance for who he is now. I didn't even know I needed that, but it's beautiful. Now we move on to Bradley, who seems to be thoroughly enjoying this fight and, dare I say, maybe even having a bit of fun here. And you know, I totally get it. I totally understand why. His entire life, he's been controlled. He's been told who to be, how to act, what to do. He's had no free will of his own, and 99% of the time, despite being the literal embodiment of Father's wrath, he's had to play it nice and play it calm and play it cool. But now he is not bound by any of that. He is facing the end. He gets to let loose, go all out, not hold anything back. Kind of like with his wife, this is one of the few times Bradley gets to make his own choice and be truly himself. I can only imagine the amount of euphoria that would come with that, so I definitely get why he seems to be so happy in this moment. She's probably not doing good, but she's alive.
Help me.
What about Pride?
Don't even worry about him.
He can't kill you
I can
guys.
handle him on my own.
I don't know what Pride can really do besides like restrain you, maybe.
I would rather you not keep squirming about, Hohenheim.
Doesn't that seem unnecessary? Good thing he still has the metal body for that. Oh, I ship them in like the most wholesome way possible. He really has been there for her in a lot of different situations.
You overlooked the simple fact that since I've always been small, and I did the fighting.
He knows what it's like to be the small guy, right?
Exactly how a rug is gonna try to win.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense too.
Teacher!
Father looks so goofy to me.
Alchemy doesn't make for a fair fight.
I see where Ed got his flashy sense of style from. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. I'm not ready for this yet. Wait a minute. Slow down. Can we take a second? Can we talk about it?
It's time to put you to work, my sacrifices.
Now would be a great time to activate that anti-transmutation circle. Assuming that it's just gonna, like, cancel this out, maybe. I don't know what else it would be for.
Please hurry. We've got to get to the center of the circle. Please! We'll die here!
Quit acting up.
I'm begging you to take me to the center! Please do it! We'll be swallowed! Hurry!
Now that is some real and valid fear. I don't feel bad for him, but that felt like the first genuine emotion I've seen from him. That wasn't laughable. It's not good. Whatever this is.
Finally time.
Uh-oh. Gonna be a dud? Like, what's...
This planet of ours. Have you ever considered the possibility that it might in fact be a life form? Actually, it would be more accurate to refer to it as a vast nervous system. One that's retained its every memory since its inception and has witnessed the universe unfold. Just think of the massive quantity of information that such a system would hold. But an even better question, how much power could one gain if they opened that system's gateway?
That's what you're after?
Think about it. And now that I have you gathered, I shall use you as sacrifices to open the planet's gateway.
That's what he's trying to do? Oh. Oh. That's some last minute... Oh.
Pretty good plan, Pops.
Is this how it
don't mind me
stops?
using it for myself. This world will finally belong to me.
Okay, Greenling. I mean, I'm unfortunately kind of pessimistic that that worked. Yeah, it didn't work, did it?
I was expecting you to make an appearance.
Yeah.
I know
You can't really kill him. Like, what are you gonna do?
Have you forgotten that you were born from my extracted avarice?
Yeah, it's true.
Anything that you might happen to desire, I can assure you that I desired it first.
Yeah, and probably even more. It was a good try. Ah, man. I mean, how do you even kill him? He's not even like corporeal. He's not even like a being. It's looking really bleak right now. I feel like I'm watching a train accident in slow motion. Like, I don't know. It's kind of hopeless feeling.
The very center of this world is right here.
Oh. That was literally it. That was the center. Oh, it's going down. What's happening right now? I mean, I know what's happening, but can it stop? Wouldn't we all like to know? Oh, and they don't even get to finish their fight. Come on, man. You can't just third party them like that. That's not fair. All right, well, it's actually happening right now. I don't see any way around this.
Now that I've obtained enough power, I will open up this planet's gateway.
Do you know what you're doing, Father? Like, I feel like you might be biting off more than even you can chew. All right. That we saw the central circle. Now this is the whole circle going. All right, here we go. I wasn't ever sure if this was gonna happen. It's kind of cool to see it happen, but you know, I don't know if it's cool in this most terrifying way possible. Okay. All right, we're just gonna. It's literally Xerxes all over again. This is all gonna get undone somehow. I don't know how, but it's gonna get undone. There's no way all these people die for this. Panina! No! Oh my god, this is horrible. Even Miss Bradley. And even more importantly, even Rebecca. Now it's personal. Wow. Miles and Fallman. Winry. And Pinocchio. I don't want to see Winry die. That's like the... I think that
What's happening?
would hurt me more than anything.
Next time I see you, Hohenheim, I'm gonna slug you.
Yeah, he's not really doing much right now. Don't you dare show me Winry die. Don't you dare. Okay. No, this is all, dude. This is all gonna be undone. Wow. Those are some big doors. Oh. Whoa! I have goosebumps, man. Literally all the hair on my arm is standing up. Whoa! This is unbelievable. That is so... I'm speechless. I don't know what am I supposed to say. This is insane. The imagery though 20 out of 10. This is so cool.
Join me. Yes, I will no longer be bound to you or your consequences.
Are you sure about that? Alright, well that happened. Stay a little bit because I've got quite a few thoughts to talk about before we even consider calling this a close, because first off, let me just say, I think it's going to be pretty much impossible to outdo that for a cliffhanger. I think the ending of the entire world and the entire world being sacrificed and Father himself reaching out to God, that might be the most dramatic cliffhanger we could probably ever conceivably have. So it's only up from here, I would hope. You remember how I said last episode that we were at a low point and I couldn't see it going too much lower? Yeah, well I take that back. I think we stepped it up just a little bit there. So am I wrong to say that I feel like Father might be biting off a little bit more than he can chew, or that he doesn't know exactly what he's doing, or that potentially this isn't well thought out enough? Because I kind of get that feeling. This might be a strange thing to say, but to me, Father actually kind of just seems bored. Like, that's the vibe I've been getting from Father for a long time, is that he almost just seems bored. In some twisted way, I think you could actually argue that everything Father has done since the very beginning, since he was the dwarf in the flask, was because he's been bored. It's because, more specifically, he's never been satisfied with who he is, what he is, or the power that he has. Even in this non-perfect form of his, where he looks like Hohenheim, he's still arguably the strongest single living creature on the entire planet, and that's with all of the homunculi separated from his main body. He's still unsatisfied with himself, though. Which is why a part of me wonders that even if Father does get what he's going for here, even if he does ascend to this godhood form, how long will it keep him satisfied? I think every single person alive knows exactly what it's like to be overjoyed at the acquisition of something new, whether that be a material object or a position of power, a job, a skill, anything, and then eventually kind of just grow bored of it. If there's one thing I've learned over the years, it's that nobody exists within a constant state of happiness and satisfaction. We can all strive to become happy or to become satisfied, but the truth of it is, part of the human condition is that every bit of happiness that we seek and satisfaction that we seek, it's always fleeting. We never constantly remain in that state. It's just not a thing. It's just not how people work. Whether we're unusually happy or sad, eventually our minds sort of bring us back to some sort of equilibrium. And of course, this exists on a spectrum of happy to sad. Not everybody has the exact same spot where we're just in the middle. Some people are naturally more happy, some people are naturally more sad. But regardless of that, eventually, every single person will reset back to it. You don't just remain in a constant state of happiness or constant state of sadness. It's just not really how our brains are meant to work. So unless Father completely sheds his emotions as well as every last bit of humanity left within him, he's kind of going to be suffering this exact same thing. Eventually, he's going to get bored of whatever he is supposedly about to acquire. But if Father does shed his emotions and his humanity, then by what ideals did he really use to strive to become this godlike figure? What was the point of it all? Because in that state, he will have no desire. He will have no lust for power. At that point, who is he? He's no longer human, so what was the point of any of it? You know, I'm not really sure. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on it, but that's kind of just what I've been thinking about off the top of my head. What an absolutely breathtaking scene that was. It was almost like mesmerizing. I said this back whenever we watched Xerxes get sacrificed, but it's even more the case now, how it's such a unbelievably tragic event, obviously, but there's something so almost beautiful about it. I wonder how Truth is going to react to Father opening this portal. Also, the whole sort of subplot that they brought in about the Earth itself being one living organism that has its own nervous system, and that he's almost like sacrificing the Earth, if I got that correctly. He's really shooting for the stars here, or he's shooting for everything that he stands on. It's crazy. I didn't really even see that coming, but at the same point, I guess it makes sense. He wants to be the pinnacle of all creation in that way. I wonder what Truth is gonna have to say to that, though. I really do. It might not work out exactly like Father wants it to. We'll just have to see. I mean, surely it can't get any worse from here, right? Literally, I think everybody is dead. I don't even know how you would activate the anti-transmutation circle unless it's a timer activated thing and it goes off automatically. But that's assuming that there's a city or an Earth left to activate it on. I don't know, man. Crazy episode, crazy imagery, crazy speech, crazy voice acting. Although I am mad that Scar and Bradley didn't get to finish their fight. This all better get undone and they better get a chance to finish each other off. That sounds not how I want it to. I hope their fight concludes in a satisfying way. That's what I want to say. I'm gonna go before I say something else that doesn't sound right. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. This has been a crazy episode, like I said. We only got, what, 4 episodes left now? Episode 64 will be the last, and then stuff after that. But what comes next? I mean, you've got 4 episodes left, so I guess we're just gonna have to see. Also, somebody told me to watch the final 2 episodes